Hey there, Coach Devin here. I've been reading something online that I find super frustrating and also doesn't seem to make any sense to me. So I thought I'd touch base with it here. Goodlife Fitness is the biggest gym chain in Nova Scotia, or in Canada, sorry. And they're the biggest of the biggest. They're, in an average Goodlife Fitness, they've got 6,000 members, and any day they've got 600, 700, 800 people walking through their door. It's a busy, busy gym. It looks like a classic gym that you would think of for those of you who don't go to a gym very much or don't go to that type of gym. You know, lots of treadmills jammed right up against each other, a bunch of exercise equipment jammed right up against each other, lots of people wandering around. That's how it looks. But right now online, you've got people who are saying, you know what? We shouldn't let small boutique gyms like mine open. We should let Goodlife open because they can work out the kinks. And then after Goodlife opens, then we'll look at the small gyms. Now, I have problems with that in any number of ways. Number one for it, if you let one gym open, you're giving a competitive advantage to that gym. If my gym was the only gym allowed to be open in Nova Scotia, I would have lots of people who would come because they'd say, hey, I have a membership at whatever gym and I need to go to the gym. I'm losing my mind here, so I'm going to go to your gym. So to say one gym should have a competitive advantage or one business in a sector should have a competitive advantage because they're bigger is ridiculous. I would be one of the bigger, especially space-wise, independent gyms in Nova Scotia. So why should I be the one who's being allowed to open and no one else is? It doesn't make any sense. You're giving a competitive advantage to someone. Number two, you're also talking about giving a competitive advantage to someone who doesn't even keep the money in Nova Scotia. The point of buying local works like this. If I spend my money at your place, you pay your staff, and they then spend their money in the community, and guess what? The money stays there. If I pay my money to a Goodlife Fitness, my money leaves the province and never comes back. If you want to have a healthy, vibrant, anything good, if you want your business community to work well, if you want to have money here in your province, don't spend your money outside of your province. You spend your money at Walmart, guess what? It leaves. Costco leaves. Sobeys, well, kind of. I'm not sure 100% with Sobeys, but any small businesses that has its head office here and is local, the money doesn't leave the province. A Goodlife Fitness, the money leaves the province. So I don't understand the thought process of we're all in a money crunch now. Everybody's worried about money now, and with good reason. We're all stressed about coronavirus. People are off work. I get it. I totally am on board. But why would we give money to a company that's going to take all our money out? If we have this much money in Nova Scotia and we shrink it down because a bunch of it leaves, what good is that doing us? It doesn't do any good to us. We want to keep our money local, which is why buy local is so important. I talk about buying local a lot. I want people to buy from me, and I want to support other small businesses that are local here. Support your local company. Don't support a big chain. And definitely don't say, the big chain, they should be open. All the other small businesses that are local, screw them. Let's keep them closed. The third part about this that drives me crazy is it doesn't make any scientific sense. To say a Goodlife should be open over my gym, and I'm just comparing my own because that's what I know best, but I'm similar to a lot of other small boutique gyms. To say a Goodlife should be open is asinine. And I'm being nice when I say asinine. Look, here's how this works, guys. A Goodlife Fitness, hundreds of pieces of gear, impossible to keep completely clean, hundreds and hundreds, 400, 500, 800 people through the door every single day. How do you think you keep that clean? It's not possible. You can't keep it clean. It's just not, unless you've got somebody, a personal valet following you around, and nobody can do that because the economics don't work. So are you in a dangerous position going to a Goodlife or a big gym like that? Yeah, you are, because it's a critical mass situation. If we say you're in more danger if you are in a group that is more than 10, well, guess what? How about being in a group that's 800? The other side of that is you have small businesses like mine. We might have a couple hundred people through the door, 150, 210 people through the door in a day. Well, that's a lot less risky. And in my gym, I don't know if people know what it looks like. We have a lot of open space. We use a lot of bodyweight type things, and there's much more open space. We're not equipment. So to keep it clean, easier. Social distancing, easier. Fewer people, yes. Easier to keep that equipment clean because we have less of it, yes. So why the heck would somebody say, let's open a Goodlife, but all those other small gyms, nah, we don't want that. It doesn't make sense on any level. It just doesn't work. It's asinine, and that's being nice. It doesn't make, there's no good reason for it. And that's why it fires me up a little bit. It also, and lastly, and I just thought of this right now, number 4, it gives another company and another business an unfair advantage. If I was the only gym open in Nova Scotia, hey, everybody's going to go to my place that wants to work out. So guess what happens? I make more money. Everybody else gets screwed. So why, again, if we're talking about buying local, would we say, let's make sure that this big company gets all the clients and it's the most dangerous place to be? That to me just doesn't make any sense. That's my rant for today. I think I have some good points. If you disagree, feel free to comment. I would love to hear why Goodlife should be open, but I just have a hard time believing that's possible. Have yourself a great day. Stay safe out there, everybody. Don't fight the awesome.